All right, guys, welcome to another video. And today we're going to talk about the material that I think is really, really good for the TOEFL exam. So if you're taking the TOEFL exam in the next few months or even few weeks, stay tuned, and I'll make sure that you can accentuate your score by even 10 or 20 points. All right. So when I actually started preparing for the TOEFL, by the way, my GRE was on 31st of August. It's 28th of August today. Sorry, 31st of yeah, June, yeah, July, and it's August now. It's almost the end of the month. I kind of didn't prepare for the first 15 days because I was kind of very, very elated with my GRE score. So I didn't really get the time to prepare. I was kind of just having fun and wasting time partying and whatever. But now I've been preparing for the TOEFL, and I think it would be a really, really good time to tell you about the breadth of materials that I've kind of, used, and the best materials that I can just give you a comparison of all the materials, right? So when I knew that I wanted to take the TOEFL, the first thing I did was go online, buy this book off of Amazon. I hope you can see that. This is the Cambridge preparation for the TOEFL book. It's highly doubted. People say that it is amazing. Cambridge uh, TOEFL. People say that it is good, like really good to develop your TOEFL skills, but I have some different reviews for you. But anyway, it costs about like I think 800, 755 rupees on Amazon. It is. I think I bought it from Flipkart recently, but anyway, it costs 755 in paperback. You get like eight CD-ROMs with it. I think I should have them somewhere around here, like these. Okay, so you have like all of these CD-ROMs in here and one major CD-ROM which has like seven tests. So that's fine. I mean, but the thing about this book is that it has a lot of material that is not really TOEFL based. I don't know if you can see it, but basically it's not TOEFL based at all. The material, it's basically like they will teach you the basics of English, and then they will take you up that path. And finally introduce you to the questions that you might see on the TOEFL, right? So you might see a lot of this in this book. Like I think it's about like 1,600 pages long, but like I think only 200 pages of material for the actual TOEFL test. I think so. This is my personal view of it. So what I did was I kind of abandoned it. If you have the basic skills, and if you have, especially if you have given the GRE or GMAT or something, you do not need to, go about using this book. I highly, recommend stay away from these kinds of books because they are kind of like a long-term based course, and most people here, I think you want to finish with your TOEFL in within the next 15 days or something after your GRE. I think that's the actual average. I'm taking a bit too long because I kind of didn't study for it. That's my bad, but this is not good at all. So like I don't think this book is worth spending even 755 bucks. Okay, so the what should you invest in, right? First of all, invest in the three books that TOEFL that ETS gives you. All right, those are the closest material that you would get to your actual TOEFL. So here you can see these three books on top here. This is the first one, TOEFL IBT Volume 1. Basically, these have, like, this book has five tests from the actual TOEFL, and not really, actual, but basically the makers of the TOEFL kind of combine the tests and provide you with five sample papers. All right, so you can get the basic idea. I highly recommend finish with a test just before starting your preparation and see where you stand right now. Of course, the TOEFL has four sections: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. In that order, you'll be giving your exam, right? So reading and listening first, then you have a 10-minute break, and then you have speaking and writing. Personally, for me, I feel that a lot of people say that speaking is very hard, but I recommend that you go on to Noteful, and the Noteful website or their videos on YouTube, and check out how they really teach you to do the speaking section. And I think it's a great resource. I've been following them, and speaking section, I think it's been very, very easy for me. I wouldn't say I can assure you of that because until I get my score, there's just no resource you can use to kind of grade yourself. All right, but I think the pertinence of points and how on point your points are, and basically how you are sticking to the issue, and how you are basically kind of eloquent in your speech and not doing that thing, and even this thing. So that really does count towards it. I'll tell you how I learned all of these things, how they come to me. They didn't come to me naturally. I have actually seen a lot of resources, and then I'm giving you this information, right? So I think you should buy these three books. The second book is the TOEFL test book. Basically, again, ETS is going to teach you how to deal with these questions, all the question types and everything. So if you're gonna want to familiarize yourself with the test, go with it. But I didn't go with it personally. The second part of this book is again, sorry, the third book is again, kind of like in continuation with the volume one. It's the volume two where you have again five tests and a CD comes with it, which you can just insert in your laptop and basically, give the five tests. I'm going to show you what this actually looks like. So like this is the official guide and this is one of these books. So basically, when you go into the official guide, it's going to open up a software. Basically, you're going to have three tests on the, blue one and five tests each on the purple, no, whatever it is, like red, whatever it is, those ones. So like you have these, and you can actually check your scores and everything on these. So I kind of didn't do a lot better on the second test. Like I gave my first test, like first two sections, and I was really really happy because I scored 100 points, and I just kind of booked it on the 2nd of September. Then my score kind of dropped, but okay, it's fine. How did I get to the score? I never really did anything by myself. By the way, this is the same thing, just five tests each on every disc. The Cambridge one, again, I bought. I don't like it per se. It's not very good for me, I think personally. Seven tests, but you have like 13 tests from the official ETS. So if you actually want the tests, go with these books. And by the way, if you want, you can check it online. You might just get the softwares off of the internet. You might not have to buy these books. Just saying, right? But please don't come to me. A lot of people I've seen that they come to me on WhatsApp, on Messenger, and everything. They're going to ask me how to get these books for free. Please make a video on that. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I hope you understand. Okay. Also, post your questions in the comments down below so that I'm not really answering one person and just helping one person. It can be used to help multiple people if they're in the comments down below. Now, the most important resource I would say that I've come across is the 5 pound book from Manhattan. I have the hard copy of this. Unfortunately it's like huge. It's a 5 pound book again, so it's huge. So it's actually at my home. I'm at my hostel right now. That's a different story. And again, but this is the book. I have the soft copy as well. It's a great resource. You can see that it is very, very TOEFL centered, and it has a lot of sections here. Reading sections they have, based on the topics like reading humanities, and then they might have reading social science. Basically, a lot of readings. So this is one reading with all of the questions. Very, very TOEFL pertinent. Not kind of beating around the bush, I would say. So you should really check this book out. You can actually get the soft copy online. I have the hard copy as well. I'm not really willing to sell it right now, but okay. The thing with this book, although, is that if you want the hard copy of this book, by the way, they have all these sections, reading, and then comes lectures. This is basically listening, lectures and conversations, everything they have here. A lot of questions basically, and all TOEFL based. So this has, I think this is one of the integrated books that you need to do away with your TOEFL. All right, like you'll be familiarizing yourself with all of these questions. Again, use the Noteful for review, for basically instructions on how to go about them. But use this book for solving these questions. All right. They also have some bonus material. These are 22 chapters, but they have like 8 chapters extra bonus. They are available in the online resources. And by the way, this book is of no use apart from the reading section. It is of no use if you do not have access to the online material. So let me just check out the cost of this book, by the way. Manhattan Prep TOEFL 5 pound. And let's see. It's actually kind of really, really costly, especially on Amazon. So I'm not sure like how many of you would like to invest in this, but it is actually a great resource. It's 3,400 rupees. I actually got it for like 1,800 or something. In my case, like I think you should check on alternative websites. But again, if you would just like to use the soft copy, I think it's a great resource. Use this. Like they have everything over here in the soft copy. You don't need to actually go away with buy the book. So if you're just looking to use the soft copy and just get it over with, like steal the deal kind of a thing, I think like you can just buy my online resources section. You can just buy this section from me. Like they have 450 tracks over here, and once you complete these 450 tracks, basically, like everywhere in the book you will find listen to this track and then answer these questions. So basically, you're gonna have to use these. So if you need my account, you can kind of like share it with me for a very nominal price. In that case, and only in that case, I would recommend you to personally message me. And I have these, valid for 11 months or so right now because I just bought the book. Like it's not even been 1 month. So if you do want it, like find me on Instagram or something. I leave my info in the description, and you can just buy these from me. Again, if you would like to get the book in person, the hard copy, you can do that too. It's readily available. And again, I have the soft copy for like if you cannot really travel, like me in my case, like my hostel is again far away from my home, and I ordered it at my home, and then it's just so heavy, so bulky, I can't really carry it around. So I had to like get the soft copy too. This is easily available in the internet, and you can make use of it. But again, most of these resources, even the speaking section, the listening section, the writing section, all of the recordings are over here. You also have some bonus material, bonus chapters, just in case you would like to, do more practice for some of these sections. So they have section-wise bonuses as well. I'm not sure why it's not opening here, but okay, it's opened actually. So like just in case you think that you are weak in conversations, like listening. This is the listening part. So you can open up this chapter and you can actually just download these resources or do something with that. Again, this is all only the book. The recordings will be found only in the tracks part, which is a part of this thing. So I'll be selling this for a very nominal price. It'll be a shared account so that I can manage the expenses. I'm not selling it to a lot of people because I don't want them to track sessions. So if they do, the account just might be deemed invalid and no one might be able to use it. So anyway, for this review of the Toefl section, I think you should only buy these three books, the ETS ones especially. And if you really want to, just in case you want to improvise, this is for the people who want to like test themselves. So ETS books are really good for testing. They have 13 tests. And if you want to improvise, again, buy this book. You might find this for a very much, cheaper price outside, like consider Flipkart or something, maybe. Kindle edition, don't go for the Kindle edition. A lot of people have actually, said in the comments down below that you're not able to get the online resources with the Kindle edition, and that's why, like, it's like I read these comments. I think like this book doesn't contain the online resources, email register. I think he bought the Kindle edition or something. I don't know. Yeah, format Kindle edition. So just make sure that you're, familiar with the process. I'll probably be selling it cheaper than the actual Kindle edition, like the online resources, so you can refer to me, or you can go out, ask your friends, maybe someone has the account, or just whatever. You might need it, you might not. So it's up to you. Uh, Again, this was my review of the Toefl section, and this is the material I'm personally using. I'm personally referring to. I've been getting some pretty good scores on my mock tests. I hope it will help you. And if there's anything any queries you have, post them down in the description down below. And yeah, I think that's all. So I'll see you in the next video.